this quick tutorial I would like to show you how reactivity and immutability can help you in your Angular projects. So this is our simple example project where we have a pretty basic template with just a name, age, and here is the interface of the user with just the name and age. We have two buttons to update the name and update age. Here we have the object with the name John, age, and here we pick randomly from the length of our array. We pick randomly the number and we pick the name on the update, and here we pick from 99 variations. We pick the one age and assign it directly to the key. Unfortunately, as you can see, this still works, but I will show you why is it. So this works because Angular is doing so-called dirty checking. It checks every binding, every input and output, every mouse move, every click, every activity that user is doing on the web page. So, as you might imagine, it might hurt performance so badly. If you have, for example, some for loops in your templates or any other components, it will do some check on those as well. It will basically propagate the change to the other components, and if does, for example, parent components and doesn't have any change detection strategy, it will trigger the change as well. Okay, let's update our simple example a bit. Let's say we want to use our change detection strategy on push, so we can block any additional change detection. Alright, but what if we have asynchronous code like here to set timeout that is set to just 1 millisecond. Here is our example, and if we click set random age for the first time, you will see no changes, because when we invoke the update method, first the zone.js is marking this method as dirty, this component. But because it's passing by and the method is over, it removes dirty mark on it and continue its working. So now when we click another button, change our random name, now you can see that our previous change was updated. And now we have age 16. It's because the previous change that was marked dirty, change detection loop, now it's gonna be updated as it was previously. So now let's update our template further and try to get rid of this problem. In Angular version 20 we got our favorite toy, which are signals. So with our updated template, now we have a signal factory function that we are passing our object. Have our name and age updated, we are using computed value. Our signal, when it's changing, sending notification to our computed value, and now the computed value sending notification to our template, where we invoking our signal method. And here we are using our immutability, so we just creating new object on every update. We passing the values that we had previously. We just creating every value and not passing the previous reference. And it's the same here. Let's refresh our page. And as you can see, everything is working as desired. Now you might ask, wait, but we are invoking a function in a template. That should be not allowed and it's not optimized. In this case, it's not a problem, because what signals doing, they are basically memorizing. So they are not calculated every time, they just returning the previous value. So they are safe to use in our templates. Okay, a few more words why we are using immutable object. So I modify it to change key directly here of our signal user, and let's see if it's still working. No, it doesn't. So what the signal does is basically comparing the previous value with the new value, and just because we have object here, comparing only references and not making any other comparisons in this case. That's why every time we updating we have to recreate the whole object. So there is a simple trick to prevent this. In our interface we can just mark those fields as read-only. Once again here, read-only. And once we have assigned read-only to all of those keys, now assigning directly, it's not possible. So this is one way to prevent it. Some bonus information, why I use protected here. Because using private is not allowed and we don't want to expose our fields outside. So with Angular 17 we can use now protected field. That's it in this quick tutorial. See you in the next one.